Good evening, everybody. This is Deanna with Food Bank Beautiful. It is Saturday, the 17th of February, and I am going to make some blueberry lemon bread today. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that using mostly my Food Bank grocery items. So I think I had mentioned this in another video, and one of you commented and said, oh, we would love to see the lemon blueberry bread. So that's what we're getting tonight, blueberry lemon bread. And it is from a website, which I could not remember the name of, but I will find it for you. Oh, it's called glorioustreats.com. glorioustreats.com lemon blueberry loaf. So you'll be able to Google it and find it. I'll put the name of the website in the description notes. So let's talk about the ingredients. But before we do that, if you're brand new here today, thank you so much for stopping in to see if you would like to watch this show. If you are a return viewer, I want to say thank you. You guys know you're my favorites. And this one is going to be for all of you, but I do love my return viewers. Okay, so let us talk about the ingredients. And it has been a little bit of a crazy day today, so if I seem a little, not here, it's because, wow, it's been crazy. All right, so let's talk about the noise that you're going to hear. I have two roosters right there. I feel like I might have missed my calling as an airplane stewardess, right? We do this every time. We have two roosters out here, Agnes and Grandma's rooster, Harry. It's starting to get dark outside, so they may or may not come to the door and want to come in. And then we have over here, we have Eloise and Betty Jan. Eloise has decided she doesn't want to be called Eloise anymore. She feels like she's more of a sissy. She wants to be called Sissy. Okay? Say it with me. Sissy. Eloise and Sissy. All right? Eloise and Sissy. They're right there on the floor. Let's hope they stay out from underneath my feet. Let's hope they don't jump up on this kitchen counter, because if they do, I know I'm going to hear about it from you guys, and rightly so. Okay? The other thing that you may hear is Grandma is in the background. Now, I was out running some errands and I brought her McDonald's. So she had McDonald's for supper tonight. She's probably curled up in there, getting ready to watch Dr. Pol, but you know the deal. She needs me. I'm going to leave you guys, go take care of Grandma. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I do have Pippi Longstocking little braids today. I just felt like it. Okay? I just felt like it. All right, let's talk about these ingredients. I'm going to go through the ingredient list and I'll tell you if it's Food Bank or if it's mine. Okay? Flour is Food Bank. The sugar is Food Bank. The eggs are Food Bank. The 10 tablespoons of butter are Food Bank. The milk, you know what I'm going to pull up, right? Not my whole milk, not my 2%, my shelf-stable milk. I'm about halfway through that carton, so we're going to use that. Then it did call for lemon zest, and earlier today I did have some lemons, but I used them all. So we're going to be using an orange, and I'm going to orange zest, but I'm still going to use lemon juice, and I'm going to be using this. I did have 2 lemons and I juiced those lemons, and I used the zesty in another thing I made today, which I did not tape for you guys. So for this recipe, the lemon juice is mine and the orange zest is the Food Bank. Now, baking powder and salt, those are mine. The blueberries, big bag of blueberries, are Food Bank. And we also made some streusel the other day when we made that breakfast casserole. And everything in the streusel is Food Bank. So that's brown sugar, flour, oatmeal, some walnuts, and the butter that went into that. And then right here, I have some chopped up walnuts right there, and I'll be using those. So that is also a food bank item. So let's get to it. Let's get this in the oven so I can sit down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Oh, breathe out, people. Whatever happened in the day that was stressful, it's over now. So we're going to bake some bread. We're going to sit down. I'm going to play with Sissy and Betty Jan. I'm going to watch TV, and we're just going to let it all slip away. So if you have stuff that needs to slip away, let it slip away, people. Let it slip away. All right, so I am going to get started. I do need to grab my mixer and the beaters and a spatula, and then from there, I think we can make really quick work of it. Okay? All right, I'll be back. Maybe I'll be back. Let's see if I can get gone first. Okay, I am going to bring the camera down so you can watch the bowl and not this. But I am going to start by getting all of my soft ingredients in. Butter, eggs, vanilla. I like to put my salt and my baking soda in at that time so I don't forget it. My milk, my lemon juice, and it looks like I'm going to have to do some orange zest. Okay, let's go ahead and at least get this started, okay? So you guys should be able to see pretty good right there. Yep, okay. So we're going to start with the butter. I need 5, 6, 7, 8. I need about 10 tablespoons of butter. So there's, well, that's more than I needed. I'm going to fish that back out. Okay, so here's 8. Right here. That's nice and soft. And let's see, 8. So I need 2, almost 3 more tablespoons over here. All right, that's approximately 3 tablespoons. So that's in there. Now to that, I'm going to add the sugar. And I need 2 cups of sugar. I am making a double recipe. So I want 2 loaves. 1, this is a half cup, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, when this sugar is done, I'm pretty sure I'm using my own sugar after that. We're going to put in 4 eggs. Do I have? Yeah, I do. Okay, 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to put my eggs back into the refrigerator, which is right behind me. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a mix. We'll start with this. Or we won't. I don't know. Did you just hear that crash to the floor? Let me go give it a wash. Okay. Doing that for your benefit, people. Had you not been here, chances are I'd have just picked it up and used it. Actually, that's not true because my chickens were in here. My floor does not have any chicken icky on it, but I would still have done it. Okay, so it just looks like that. I'm going to go ahead and beat that up now. Okay, found my zester, and as far as we're concerned, I don't care if it's lemon zest or orange zest. It's going to taste really good. Either way, it smells good already. Grandma and I will eat these orange slices for breakfast in the morning. That's what we had this morning. We had scrambled eggs with cheese, some of that Manchego sheep cheese that I got the other day. We had a hash brown patty. Grandma had juice. And did we have anything else? Oh, we had orange slices from the orange I grated the other day. That was the lemon bottle, if you were wondering, because it did literally scare me. Oh my God, that was Harry, who has jumped way up the glass and hit the glass to come in. He probably wants to go see Grandma, but if I let him in, it's one more thing I need to watch while I'm working with you guys, and I think I'm just going to stay here with you and try to give you I wouldn't say my undivided attention, but I would say a lot of my attention. Okay? I got to watch where I step in here. And I need to listen for Grandma. Okay, that seems to be pretty good. I'm going to get that zest off right there. All right, let me bring you back down. Let's get that mixed in. Oh, it already smells so good, you guys. Already smells so good. Now I'm just going to review my ingredient list and make sure I got everything. So I don't know if the phone will... Oh. Honestly, it's a treat around here, people. A stinking treat. Okay, we got the butter. We got the baking powder. We got the salt. We got the sugar. We got the eggs. We got vanilla. We got the lemon juice. We got the milk. We don't have the blueberries. And we don't have the flour. So we're on track. Now I'm going to add 3 cups of flour. And since I have a half measuring cup is what we're working with, I'm going to do 6. So you guys can count with me, all right? Count with me. If we miscount, you know I'm going to blame you guys, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to need about 2 tablespoons to roll my blueberries in so that they don't all float to the bottom. All right, let's get this mixed in. Okay. You guys see? There you go. Should be good. I'm not going to need those anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of our way. And I'm going to put 2 cups of blueberries, give or take, in this container. That's about 1. That's probably close to 2. All right, one of my favorite things to get from Food Bank are frozen blueberries. Add them to your smoothies, put them in your pancakes, put them on your yogurt, whatever you want to do. Now to this, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to just mix it up with this handy duty knife because that's what's sitting on the counter. I'm just going to give them a coat. Looks good. into the batter they go. That is Harry, my rooster, acting like a fool. A fool. As soon as I get this in the oven, I'll run out and take care of my chickens. They're okay. And I'm going to add about maybe a half a cup of chopped walnuts. There we go. And that's it, people. That is how easy this went together. Not rocket science. It's pretty easy. Oh my God. That is the roosters wanting to come in the house. Agnes and Harry. Now, when Agnes was little, we had no idea he was a rooster. So he got the name Agnes, and he's just going to stick with Agnes. Unless he does a sissy and wants to change his name midstream. That's what they want to do. I will let them. Okay, I got to go take care of that. That's going to drive me crazy. Okay, that took me a while. First of all, I needed to go put Agnes and Harry back into their chicken coop. They were doing kamikaze dives into my back door, so that is taken care of. Also, Grandma needed some attention, so I took care of that. And if I left you before the bread batter was finished, it is finished now. Ooh, come on. Wow, in. Out, in, out. In a few minutes, I'm going to be able to sit down and take care of myself for a little bit, and that'll be okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill the baking loaves. And I am just going to do that. I don't think I'm going to turn the camera down here because we don't know what that's going to look like. All right, we just don't know. Trying to get this batter in here without making a mess is always a colossal challenge. Okay, let's see what that does. Yep, a little bit messy. It's nothing you needed to see there. Keep a spotless kitchen, people. There is not batter all over my cookie sheet, because that would just be wrong. By the way, I washed my hands in between Rooster and Grandma. So, in case you were wondering. All right. Let's go ahead and get the other one in. And for the very same reason, I'm not going to show you that because some things are pretty, some things aren't. Okay. Now, I will probably send a loaf on Tuesday. I'll stick this in the freezer, and I'll send at least one loaf to my husband. He's feeling homesick. And we're just going to cheer him up. He likes his bread. Mostly he doesn't care. He just likes it when I bake for him. And we're all right with that, right? You got a lovey in your life, likes you to bake for him. Do you do it? Do you do it? I bet you do. Okay, well, I'm just going to show you the mess, okay? Yeah, why not? We're friends, right? We're friends. You can see what kind of a mess I make. Here it is, right here. Can you see my finger? A whole big drippy trail. Some over here, some on the sides of my muffin pan. Deanna, did you just eat raw batter? I think I did, people. I think I did. Been doing it since I was 4. I'm alive and breathing, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, now we're going to add some streusel topping. And this I absolutely love for this very reason, keeping this right in my freezer. Reason being is if I had to stop what I was doing and make the streusel topping for this, I wouldn't want to do it. It would just go without. If I don't have it made in advance, it just doesn't really get used. Okay, got a nice layer there. Were you able to see that a little bit? About 2 handfuls, so my guess is somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 of a cup. Again, it's just flour, brown sugar, oatmeal, butter, and some pecan pieces. That should give it a real nice top. The recipe says to put a lemon glaze on top, and I love lemon glaze, but my husband doesn't like frosting or glazes, so we're not doing that. Oh, we made it. We made it. Well, we didn't really make it. I mean, it's going into the oven, so the chances are good that it's going to be fine. The chances are also I'll forget about it and we'll have crispy, dark brown blueberry lemon bread, but let's hope not. I will come back to you guys in about an hour, hour and a half when my bread is cooled enough to slice, and we'll take a look at it. All right? Okay, thanks you guys. You made it. It was a little bit of craziness going on here, but we got 2 loaves of lemon blueberry bread to go in the oven. Use it for breakfast, use it for snack. Make a loaf, eat it now, make another loaf if you double the recipe, and put it in your freezer. Okay? All right, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, can you guys see them? This chunk right here is Betty Jan. This is Sissy. Or wait, do I have it the other way around? Let me correct. This is Betty Jan, and this is Sissy. So there they are. They now want to be with me, which they love to do. But usually at night, they're more agreeable to coming and sitting with me. Otherwise, they like to run around. I do have to keep an eye on them. I want to make sure that they're not making messes, you know, and if they do make a mess, I need to clean it up right away. Fortunately, I have indoor-outdoor carpet out here, and it cleans up like a dream. I still don't want to clean it up. I don't want them to make messes, but if they do, then I take care of it. Look at that. People, is she not just a dumpling? If you want to write me in the comments about how cute Betty Jan is, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. There's Sissy. There's Sissy. Sissy. All right, enough. Enough gratuitous chicken shots. Let me see if I can get my camera turned off. I'm not going to come close. That won't be pretty.
The chickies.
All right, I have come in to spend some time with Grandma. On my lap are Betty Jan and Eloise, but they get into Grandma's room and they want to run amok, and I have run out of energy. So, Grandma, did you have a good day today?
I had a very good day today.
What was the best part?
Oh, all of it.
All of it? Do you remember what you did in the morning?
Well, I mean, I slept in, which is nice.
Yeah.
And the chickens do nice, fun things to watch.
Yep. She went out into the living room and had coffee and breakfast out there. And then this is Grandma's Seventh-day Adventist, so she likes to take her Saturdays for nice, quiet reflection. So she does whatever she does for that. Glorious nap. And then what did you have for dinner?
I don't remember, but it was delicious.
Look on your TV tray and see if that reminds you. Not quite.
I never remember.
You had McDonald's, darling.
I had McDonald's.
You had McDonald's. You had a chicken sandwich and some French fries.
Now, this is wonderful because of these French fries.
Yes.
I need to speak to you about them. If they could be held over for breakfast in the morning, I could have them for breakfast.
Okay. I'm laughing because I was going to whisper to you guys before she even said that. She's going to ask me to keep those French fries. Okay, so I will keep the French fries for you.
Good.
But I'm not sure that you're going to see them at breakfast. You might see them towards lunch.
That's okay.
And actually, it doesn't really matter.
No.
I do not care. If you want your French fries for breakfast, you can have your French fries for breakfast.
I don't care as long as I have them.
All right. Sounds good.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, your French fries for breakfast.
Yes.
Okay. And this is the other little bunnies right here.
Oh, look at those
I know. I said we weren't going to do any more shots of what's cute in this house, but apparently we are.
Oh.
Okay, Grandma, do you need anything right now?
Not really.
Are you squared away?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll come in. When my bread gets out of the oven, I'll bring you a piece of blueberry bread with some nice butter on it.
Oh, I'll accept that. Plain
Okay,
butter on it.
plain butter, and then
Plenty.
plenty. People, do you see how Johnny on the spot she is if I don't get that right? Plenty of butter, which means not a thin scraping. She likes to see her butter on the bread.
Yeah, I like to know it's there.
Yeah, okay, we will do that, Grandma. I have some nice soft butter, so that is not a problem. And then we'll take some bread over to the guys down the hall. Okay, Grandma, I will leave you. Actually, I'll probably just sit here with you for a while and let the birds do their thing, and then I'll keep an eye on my bread. Okay?
Okay.
All righty,
Welcome.
there you go. All right, you want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye, you precious little thing. Look at them sitting on your legs.
She's saying bye-bye to these guys. I don't want to hurt you guys' feelings, but she's always going to pick the chickens over me and over you guys every time. Do you want to say goodbye to your friends up here, Grandma?
Bye-bye.
All right. Still, it's to the chickens. All right. Ta-ta. Okay, we are back. So I have pulled the bread out of the oven, and it looks really good. It feels a little bit warm, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can cut it so I can give Grandma a warm piece of bread with butter on it before she goes to bed. And then I'm going to take some bread to the guys who live down the hall. Now, I don't know if this bread is going to crumble because I didn't wait long enough. No matter what it is, I'm bringing you guys down here. All right, let's take a look. Let me get my junky junk out of the way. Okay. Can you guys see that all right? Now, if my husband were here, he would have already eaten quite a bit of this. Here's the knife. Oh, that looks nice. Okay. Grandma will not want the end piece. She'll need something a little bit softer. And I probably should have waited a minute. Maybe will that work? I think that'll work. Work, doesn't work. It's what she's getting, people. It's what she's getting. Put a little butter on that. You will recall that she said she wanted plenty of butter. Plenty of butter. Okay, that looks like plenty of butter to me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut a few more pieces. I'm going to cut them a little bit thicker, and we'll see how they do. That's better. Okay, this is going to go down the hall. All right, that's going to go down the hall. And I'm going to taste a bite for you guys. And I can taste this piece right here. But I want butter on mine too. Okay. Let's see what we think. Texture looks good. Blueberries are all throughout the bread, top and bottom. So that looks good. Smells lemony. Okay. This is good, you guys. Not a surprise to me. Oh my goodness. I don't know. We're going to have to work on that next. It's not one thing, it's another. And I think I'm crooked, but At this point, I do not care. Okay, this is really good, you guys. So if you get a chance, you will want to go to that website. It's called glorious.treats.com. Look up the recipe for blueberry lemon bread. It is really good. All right, it was nice to see you guys. I hope you have a really good evening. Take care. I may or may not cook something for you tomorrow. I kind of want to make some chicken and wild rice soup, but I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. And I think I need to bake my husband some 7-layer bars. I have to mail a package out on Tuesday to him. And we'll see. We'll see. All right. Oh, you guys want to know something? Was driving to go run my errands today, and the little co-op in my town has what they call Chick Days on March 8th, which means they have all like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of baby chickens, many, many, many different breeds. And yeah, your girl is going to go and get some, because number one, most of my chickens in the coop are a dark color. They're all a lot of black and gray and brown, and I need some color out there. I need some white and some yellow. So I'm going to go get some Orpingtons, and I might get I can't think of what they're called right now, but they're big, heavy white chickens with little black feathers on the tips. I want those, and I might want some Wyandottes if they have some. Now, yeah, my husband specifically said, do not buy chickens while I'm gone. I said, listen, you went to the Middle East twice, okay? Twice. And both times you left and you said, don't buy chickens while I'm gone. And when you came home the first time, I had 25 new chickens that I bought. And when you came home the second time, I had 40. So I told him, look, girl's going to do what girl's going to do. What you come home with, or what you come home to, is what you're going to come home to. So mark your calendars, people. On the 8th of March, we are going to get new chickens. I don't know. All right. Enjoy the bread. It was so nice to have you here. You guys are the best. And if you need to go to the food bank, go. All right? You decide. No one else decides. You decide. If you need to go to the food bank, I want you to go. And if you do go, I want you to put it in the comments. If you've never gone before and you're thinking about it, put it in the comments. If you went for the first time, put it in the comments. If you go all the time, put it in the comments. It helps support people who are thinking about it. Now, about 99% of the comments that you guys leave are really sweet. They're so lovely. They're so nice. You guys don't need to butter me up, but my goodness, you do a very lovely job. And I certainly do like it. I'm not going to lie. Some of you, not you guys watching, I'm sure, but there have been a couple of comments that have been very shaming of myself. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will not be shamed by a stray comment on a YouTube channel. Okay? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Number one, all it really does is it just says about you that you don't understand what food bank is, or that you have nothing better to do than be ugly. And honestly, I don't have the time or the energy for that. A lot of times I leave those comments alone, but I am willing to respond to them, which I did today, and then I delete them off the channel. I don't think we need to see it. I don't want to see it. You guys don't want to see it. I especially, if you're thinking about going to the food bank, I don't want you to be put off by somebody's negative comment. Number one, okay? Number one, it doesn't stinking matter what somebody else thinks, okay? Not your family, not your friends, not a stinking stranger on YouTube, not me. Doesn't matter, okay? What matters is you. You're what matters. You're the one that matters. You decide what's best for you, and if we can help support you in those choices as a community, we'll do it. So you guys are the best. Thank you for everything, and I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.